Hi there, everyone. It's good to see you. Welcome to KREM 2 News at noon. I'm Brandon T. Jones in for Laura Papetti today. But before we get things underway, we do want to start with a weather impact alert today as extreme heat returns to the inland northwest. That's why meteorologist Thomas Patrick is standing out in the Weather Center right now. Thomas, what is it feeling like right now and what can we expect?
Yeah, exactly, Brandon. It is starting to get quite warm outside. A little bit of cloud cover might be helping to take the edge off at the exact moment, but our temperatures are going to soar not only into the 90s, but be pushing 100 degrees starting today through next Monday. The next 7 days in a row is that next prolonged heat wave that we have ahead of us. Might start a little bit slower, but it builds day after day with hundreds likely by this weekend. So first things first, heat advisories issued from the National Weather Service for today through this Thursday. Basically the first half of the heat wave. But we're going to call our weather impact alert days from today through Monday because we just know that these next 7 days are going to be scorching hot. Just a matter of exactly how hot. But first half of this heat wave, a lot of mid to upper 90s for today, tomorrow, and Thursday. And then we'll start to see more and more hundreds crop into the forecast. We got 103 for the forecasted high in Lewiston and 102 out in Omak today. 98, the anticipated high temperature, might depend on a little bit of that extra cloud cover that is trying to move past us. This is actually mostly a little bit of some thin wildfire smoke that's blowing from Oregon over portions of eastern Washington and now North Idaho. But look at the weekend forecast. This is going to be some of our hottest days of the year, and I know I said that last week, but it's going to match it again by this upcoming weekend. So coming up, I'm going to detail where all of our records stand, not just in terms of daily highs, but consecutive hot days. Those records and those details are all coming up in just a few minutes.
And with some of that information Thomas just provided us, we do know the high temperatures can be dangerous. So here are a few hacks to stay cool this week. If you're having trouble cooling down, you could use an ice pack on your pulse points. That's where your blood vessels are closer to the skin surface. Columbia's Climate School recommends doing this on your wrists, neck, elbows, feet, thighs, temples, and forehead. If you don't have an ice pack, you can put a wet washcloth in the freezer and use that. Plus, keeping your house cool can be expensive, so avoid using appliances that give off a lot of heat. That includes your oven, stovetop, washer, dryer, and dishwasher. Instead, try using a microwave or an outdoor grill to cook. If you have to use washcloths, use cold water and air dry, or do laundry at night. Also, make sure you get all your weather impact alerts with the KREM 2 app. Right there on your screen, you can see that information. It's free and available to download on your phone's app store. Right now at noon, level 3 go now evacuations are in place for a wildfire burning near Kendrick, Idaho. This is about 25 miles east of Moscow. The Texas Ridge Fire, as it is called, has exploded in size. It has now burned about 1,200 acres and is spreading towards Nez Perce County. Let's go ahead and take a look at who needs to evacuate. Latah County Sheriff's Office shared this map right there. People in the red areas are under level 3 evacuations. Again, meaning they need to leave the area immediately. Yellow is level 2, meaning be ready to leave. And green is level 1, meaning be aware of the fire in your area. We have more specifics, including streets in the evacuation zones, on our website. Just go ahead and go to krem.com. And if you need a safe place to go, there is an evacuation center at Kendrick High School. We have a crew on scene and we'll have updates for you on KREM 2 News at 4. Turning to politics now, day 2 of the Republican National Convention is underway. Today's events will focus on border security and immigration, and tonight, one of former President Trump's rivals will take the stage. Sabrina Franza has a preview of today's events.
Donald Trump emerged on the convention floor in Milwaukee last night, officially the Republican nominee for president. The bandage on his right ear, a reminder of Saturday's attempt on his life. His appearance moved some in the crowd to tears.
The fact that he's here is just, I find it overwhelming and touching that he's not hiding, he's not scared.
Trump selected his running mate, Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, and is said to be reworking his keynote speech for Thursday night to reflect greater unity. Advisor Jason Miller says Trump can bring together a divided America.
There's still some very serious issues that our country is facing. President Trump will be addressing those, but the tone is going to be much different.
One issue central to Trump's brand, immigration. Today's theme at the convention, making America safe again, with a focus on supporting law enforcement and border security. Former Trump challenger and UN Ambassador Nikki Haley is tonight's keynote speaker. She left the race in March and didn't endorse Trump until May.
I put my priorities on a president who's going to have the backs of our allies and hold our enemies to account, who would secure the border. No more excuses.
Haley says while Trump isn't perfect on all of the issues, he should reach out to her supporters to widen his coalition, something her speech here tonight could help accomplish. Sabrina Franza, CBS News, Milwaukee.
CBS will have live coverage from the Republican National Convention later tonight. You can watch the events live from 7 to 8 right after KREM 2 News at 6. The investigation of the assassination attempt. Now towards the investigation of the assassination attempt on former President Trump. It's already pointing to serious flaws in security at the rally. Video from the scene appears to show bystanders trying to warn police about the shooter 2 full minutes before he got a shot at Trump. More video taken less than 15 seconds before the shot show people running away from the area as some in the crowd shout that the man on the roof has a gun. The Butler County Sheriff says his department was not responsible for sweeping the roof where the shooter was perched.
The Sheriff's Office was not asked to do that, and I don't know whose responsibility that would have been.
Sources tell CBS News that the Secret Service didn't clear the roof either, since it was outside the secure perimeter. New today, we are getting our first look at statewide polling in the Washington governor's race. The results come from a poll conducted by our sister station in Seattle. It found 42% of the likely primary voters said they would vote for Attorney General Bob Ferguson, followed by former Congressman Dave Reichert at 33%. The Washington State GOP endorsed Simi Byrd received 7%. State Senator Mark Mullet came in 4th. In the race for U.S. Senate incumbent, Democrat Maria Cantwell has a strong lead over Republican challenger Raul Garcia with 58%. For more details on each race and this poll, you can head to our website, KREM.com. All right, and still ahead on KREM 2 News at noon, we are hearing from the candidates running for Kathy McMorris's Rogers seat in Congress. Hear what their priorities are ahead of ballots heading out this week.